Welcome to another stream. Today we are going to be doing a project which was started by Sean Kozel called Art in Space. So today we are going to do another piece of Art in Space. So if you can see here, yes, for this I am using Adobe Stock, but I'm using their free section. So, but we're going to turn it on its head a little bit, and we're going to do something a little bit different. So here I've got this fantastic model, and I'm going to make her dress look like a dress spacified. Yes, it's a word I've conjured up. Yeah, probably sounds a little bit cheesy. So in here we have got, we've got some other things from past projects. Actually, let me know in the comments whether you want, or even let me know in the comments whether you would like to see a turtle in space. So I'm just going to drag it down. I'm going to just turn that off. I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to just do select colour range, because I want the purple of her dress. No, I didn't ask for that. So I didn't ask for background. I just asked for. Just going to turn that up a little bit. Detect face. I'm just going to add a bit more. You can see it's not done quite a good job, but if we just deselect it, sorry about that there. Actually, I just need to turn snooze, turn do not disturb on, which is a clever feature in Windows. So I need select, focus area, soften edges. So it's just looking. So I'm just going to select the dress. It doesn't have to be too perfect. Just as long as you don't get the hands or the foot down the bottom here, we should be okay. Well, I'm just going to do that to new layer. I'm just going to do select and mask. Let's go and grab our little friend here, and then just going to select the whole entire thing. Yeah, and do select subject, and it should hopefully. Okay, there we go. If we just check, yes, it's got a whole entire thing. So we can do smart radius, decontaminate colours, and she will be on a new mask. So what I'm going to do is just then select the dress. Try not to get too much, but obviously I might have to switch tools for this. So just want the dress. So sort of worked. Now if I go select mask again, hold down Alt, optional Mac, Alt on Windows. Just so then that I've just got enough area to work with. Of course also I'm just going to turn on Smart Radius. So I'm going to change the colour. Colour overlay will work. I'm just going to put it to blue. So it means then I can then see the dress better. And then if I just, okay, it's going to give me that. I'm just going to try and avoid the hair as much as possible, but it won't be that possible. So that decontaminate colours, and I am going to just switch it to probably new layer. So I've only just got the dress. Turn off background. I've got a foot, but it don't matter. Turn all of that on. Milky Way, and do it to this one. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mask it and then take the paintbrush and just really take that off. And now it flows at, it needs to be at 100%. Opacity is fine. No, actually I don't want that, I need it to go onto the dress. So that, and then I'm going to just use a blend mode. Also she's got a hand as well, so I don't want her hand in there if I can help it. And then I'm going to just probably swap it to hard light. And what I'm going to do, because I've done that, is I'm going to go underneath, go to adjustment there, and I'm going to try and hit the hue saturation and go on magenta, turn that off, turn it to blue, so it's then that. Unless you can either take it down, you can bring it up, or you can bring it down to more navy blue, which looks nice. So I've got that. Now I'm going to go hunting for, I've used this, but I'm going to change this a bit. I'm going to make it quite, so I'm going to convert to new smart object, and I'm going to neural filter it, filter it, and I'm going to go to depth, turn that on, and then it should hopefully be, do that, and then unreal haze, 55% probably do it, probably be a bit too much, but if you won't mind. So it's looking a little hazy, which is nice. So kind of do want that. And then if I turn that one back on, layer mask it, yes it has got sharp edges around it, but it's kind of like as soon as you do vivid light and then you move that one to underneath, kind of in some ways makes it look good. But what we're just going to have to do is, because the foot's dark, so swap back to black again. And the same here. Even if the hair's, and then I'm going to probably be a bit clever here. There. And grab the moon. Yes, I've used this in a few others. I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to basically do a circular marquee. Hold Shift Alt. You should get a perfectly good circle. I'm just leaving a little bit of room around there, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to screen. So I'm going to screen it. No, actually before I screen it, I'm going to see if no, it's not quite like that. I'm going to get black. So I'm going to get my magic wand tool and just select around that, and then I delete layer mask it again, invert, to just have the moon. So that, and then I'm going to scale it down a bit more. Could also have some stars as well, which I don't think I do have, which is here, but I do have these. So actually if I open that up separately, because it's an illustrative file, that's the issue. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to be a bit clever here. Take my snow globe. Actually, I shouldn't have done it that way. This is a lot of trial and error. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it, convert to a smart filter, and I'm literally going to do camera raw. I'm just going to do some camera calibration, contrast, bring down the whites, that's done, merge. So what I'm going to do is this, I'm going to actually composite into this. Just need, actually can add a wave in as well. I know it's not part of space, but I do like it. kind of want it off there a bit more. And then I'm going to just go there. And get quite a bit of texture you can do there. Looks quite good. And I'm going to merge visible. And I'm going to just and then I'm going to just go up to there, select and mask that bit in, don't want to mask that bit in, don't want to mask the ball, and I'm just going to decontaminate colours, refine hair. If you just want you should hopefully get it. I'm probably accidentally click cancel. Fine hair. Oh, selection. And then I'm going to can't quite select it right. Oh, I see what's happened. So that and refine here. Turn off sample layers. And then I'm going to just she's not quite standing quite. I'm just going to turn off the boundary and I'm just going to do perspective. No, actually I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do pocket walk. So I want here, 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 here. Just going to pop it on her leg. So that, and then feel free to ask questions, because I'm quite happy to answer quite a few questions. Questions if that helps. Multiply. Brightness, so B for brush. Going to invert line. I'm going to do X, and I'm just going to do that. here comes the fun part for it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to merge that down, turn that off, and I'm going to select the glass bit here. And then I'm going to go to select mask. Radius decontaminate colours. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a hue and saturation layer in it. So hold down Alt and click mask. And I'm going to do it a blue. A nice blue that kind of, and I'm going to do colour, and I'm also going to go in and matte there, and kind of like nice can just check. Yeah. Then what I'm going to add is I'm going to add some space to it. So let's check in. Of course, also we're going to have a bit of a city thing that can like look up above and you see it. So what I'm going to do, I hold down Shift and I'm going to scratch it. Hold down Alt as well, and I'm just going to drop opacity, just so then that I get what I'm looking for, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to multiply, do that, and then I'm going to add that to it, and I'm just going to check, choose on multiply, and address blends in, so if I did that, and then I did we'll keep it to normal. I'm going to duplicate these, so I'm going to basically duplicate them, drag them up, and pin them both to the wall. So then she blends in. She blends into that, so you kind of got a sort of spacey look. I think you can go one step better, and that is add the moon in. And if I just, yeah, it's gives you that kind of effect that you want. Single screen and go multiply. Things are endless. I think I'll keep it to normal because it gives it that shallow effect. Kind of makes her look pretty good. So, just and the whole thing. I don't quite like it. So I'm just going to change it. Of course, we've got like half the moon in there as well. So you've got half the moon's on her, so you kind of got like, I know you kind of lose the detail a bit, but it's not looking bad really. So I feel it makes it look pretty good. But I quite like the normal effect that it makes, because she's like then silhouetted out. So if we now do a merge visible, Command 0, and then button. Push OK, go back to this one. Now this one I have taken, which looks good as it is. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some water splashes as well. So just kind of like, I'm going to do darker, and you could do screen. Item, software. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take that and just go. Select it, select mask, it doesn't quite matter if there's any white bits because it doesn't really make much difference. I like multiplying that. And then I'm just going to hold down Alt to clip it to there, and I'm going to just put it right at that so it can be seen. So it's quite good that there's that. And I'm just going to merge visible. So do linear bone. And I'm just going to I quite like it the way it's flowing. And then I'm just going to go to there. then joins it together. Yeah, that was good. And save that as well. And then we're going to go here, flatten image. I'm going to save as. I'm going to save on computer because it's just easier. And then I'm going to go to the control. Right, and I'm just going to put hashtag art in space. And I'm going to save this one. Save on computer. Do it. Hashtag JPEG space in a snow globe. Enter. Do that. And head to Creative Cloud. Open Lightroom. Oh, because now I'm going to do some Lightroom. Lightroom 2 because I did. I'm just going to do a little bit of Lightroom 2. So here I'm going to do I'm going to run in Photoshop. You can do this in Lightroom too, but I like to just do this in Photoshop because I get a little bit more control. And then push OK. Photoshop's just aligning all of this for me. And now we can watch the magic happen. Just waiting. Just trimming it as well because it then gets it down to the right dimension. Sometimes it's a little bit off, sometimes it's spot on, but that does depend. Any moment now. Good. One thing I haven't worked out yet is how to see whatever the chat yet. So someone may have to either show me or point that one out to me somehow. I know I've turned it on, but I can't. Oh, here we go. Pop out. Minimize that. Oh, here we go. Are you making this something or a challenge? Sean, actually I'm just challenging myself from the feedback that you gave me yesterday. So if that kind of helps a bit, if not, let me know. I'll put it in the chat. Just probably for a bit of fun as well, for some fun, but also just to try something new. Oh, hello, Bruce. Hello, Bruce. Nice to see you, mate. Hi. Sorry, I didn't see the chat because I couldn't work out where to find it. But now I know where it is now. Oh, actually, what else is everyone asking? Oh, hello, Martha. Who else? Oh, hey, Doris. Sorry if I haven't pronounced your name very well. Percy. Hello, Percy. Nice to see you. Yeah, because you may want to feather the mask a bit. Actually, yeah, you are right there, Sean. I do give you 10 out of 10 for that, because it doesn't quite look as neat, but I will. It's always a new learning experience. Yeah. I don't think that's quite worked somehow. I think I might. Where's this one? This one. I might be able to fix it, but I don't think I can. I might just have to leave it as it is. Yeah. Where's it here? Do you know what? Let's crop it and let's use the perspective crop, because the perspective crop is really good. Because it kind of gets the perspective you want. Not too much. About too much, give or take. Just waiting for that to. If you're wondering what, yeah, this is my kind. If you are wondering what operating system I do use Windows, but the operating system is entirely up to you. It does. Originally, when I started Photoshop, I did start doing it on a Mac. Funny enough. Which probably sounds like I've come in full circle, sort of, but I in some respects have always used Windows, but I've not always used Mac. I only used Mac for a few years, and then probably when I got Photoshop Elements 14, I went over to because I owned Windows at that time as well. I did it on Windows, so I was more comfortable with it. But I do sometimes use Apple, but that's for probably if I'm doing some sort of media thing, which I don't currently do as much as I should probably, but that doesn't really matter. Windows is also good for media too, just if you pick the right chip for it. like an Intel i7 chip or an AMD chip, which, boy, when they get going, it's quite, I wouldn't say, probably matches the same as to a MacBook M1. I don't know about the M2, but probably M1 because it's got a it does sort of do Photoshop. Would I say a little bit quicker? Probably not, probably the same, but it's entirely everyone's pick of what budget you've got and whether you can go and afford Apple or not. But that's probably my opinion. But it really depends what you're going to use it for. Use it for, so if I just darken that up, probably going to do a little bit of tidying up of the sky there a bit, but that won't be an issue. Oh, I'll just zoom in. For some reason I wasn't working. Why was I not zooming in? I was zooming out. So here, I think we can probably, no, if I take that layer out, see, oh, it's this one here. Is it this one? Here it is. So if I go onto that layer, take the brush, remember not to hit the minus key, otherwise you might is it? Can I? Oh yeah, I can. Oh, no. Don't know what we were thinking there. I don't think we were quite. I might just have to blend that bit in. Yeah, blend it in. That'd be better. Yeah. So if I zoom, you can't know. You can sort of, but it doesn't probably matter as such. I just take that little bit, edges of all, edit, fill. I have to feather that a little bit too. No, I don't think the tree part was in, well, yeah, sort of was, but the clouds were like in the middle more. Well, it's just a creative piece, so we'll just have to live with it. I'll just have to live with that fact. Fortunately, it's, should have done tripod. Just going to blend top part in. Doesn't matter if you get some of the clouds in. It just builds the kind of effect. Overall, tree. Okay, here's a question for you all on Lightroom. If you're part of like a Facebook group like Adobe Lightroom, there's always quite a few questions of where's the adjustment brush in Lightroom? Yeah, that's the sort of question some people ask. And of course they forget that Adobe have forgotten that they haven't quite explained where adjustment brush its home is now. Whereas before that was like up there, whereas it's now under masking now in Lightroom. Just a little, I wouldn't say tongue twister, but a little rhetorical question. I'm probably going to have to extend the clouds out a bit more. So if I grab that, merge visible. I'm just going to go up to there, and then I think I'm going to do copy, Command G, transform, flip horizontally, grab the move tool. I know it's sort of matte, but we can make it match. Just a soft brush. Going to move that one across, and I'm going to switch back to brush now. And just don't want it to go over there too much. Just going to hide that little join. So it just shows that. And then I'm going to go back to this one. I really have to use this one here. That, and then I think I'm just going to fill it because it could look a little bit out of place. So I'm going to go to copy, paste, yeah, horizontal. And then I'm going to just do layer mask, push B, and just make it so it doesn't look like there's a sugar. So it isn't now. Anything. Now I'm going to just go up to the layer, merge visible, or you can do Shift Control E or Shift Command E on a Mac. And then we're going to go into my favourite, well, I like Photoshop, I love Photoshop completely, I do love Photoshop, but I also like, if you've never heard of it, Skyloom Luminate AI. Now, it's similar to how can I put it, Nick collection that Google used to own before it got bought by DxO. Yeah. So these are like some of the guys from Nick collection from Google have like moved over to create Skyloom, Luminaire, and all that. I'm going to do more scape because I quite like it. And it quite suits that image. And then I'll boost that because it's tiny. I'm going to put the casting that's black and white. Enhance small details, go to brush, and basics. Put a contrast, and add again. Of course, you can use this as a Lightroom and a Photoshop plugin, or you can just use it as a Photoshop or a Lightroom plugin. But I mainly use it as a Photoshop plugin a lot of the time because it's in layers, so if I make a mistake or I don't quite like it, I don't have to go and delete it and redo it again. I can just delete the layer. Now if I hit apply, it should hopefully what's everyone been saying on there? Oh, thank you, Doris. That is so nice. That has made my day. Hey. I've missed half of it. Thank you, Sean. Much appreciated. Actually, streaming wise, Doris, if you want to start streaming, then they for when you apply to do it, you can use either what is it, OBS, or you can use Vimeo. No, what's the other one called? I can't remember. But now, oh, it'll come to me later. To it will probably. This looks like it's going to be a pano. Thank you. No need to apply anymore if you have a CC sub. Oh, okay, I did not know that. So thanks, Sean. I missed the question. Sorry, repeat it, please. I'll repeat it again for Sean. If anyone's part of like the Adobe Lightroom, I think it's called user group on Facebook, there are sometimes a few there was a question on there. I think it was a month ago. Of where do you find where's the adjustment brush? Actually in Lightroom, and of course it's under like the mask section because they've renamed it. So we I think some other people explained it as well, and I also explained it also. So as well, but if you're ever unsure of where, if you're new to Lightroom Classic and you don't know where the adjustment brush is, if needs be, go up to where it is a little circle, hover over it and it would say masking, or you can push Shift W. if you're into your shortcuts. I use a few, but not them all. So hopefully that should, yeah, that looks good now. Now if I merge visible again. Apologies if I don't name my layers. I've never named my layers at all for as how long have I done Photoshop for. I just see which layer the actual thing is on, or I just turn off little, would you say eyes or icons? I'd probably say icons, but they look like they are eyes. So right, so we've got a few actions here. We are gonna do one, so if I hit play, yes, if you're wondering where I've got a few of my actions, I probably don't know if he's watching. His name is actually a photographer over here in the UK called Gavin Hurry, and he does Adorama TV. You could probably YouTube it, and find him on there. But he's the most funniest person, and photographer slash the most funniest person to be around, because he makes learning photography very exciting too. So just a shout out to him. He's watching, but probably not, because he's probably busy. And now we go back up to here and go watercolour. Now this is the watercolour artist Photoshop action I found on Adobe Exchange. So if you like, where can I'm going to show it now, aren't I? I can't do it at the moment because it's doing. I'll probably show it towards the end. It's just doing. Now you will have to. You have like two parts. You have the setup and then the watercolor bit. And this is where it does some pretty epic magic. It is completely epic. It's like, I would probably recommend it as one of the most used probably actions I like. I've also got the one that's the painterly one as well. Yeah, actually, let's just see what everyone's pressed the wrong one. Okay. Just checking to make sure I haven't missed anything. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Patty. Sorry if I've mispronounced your name. Nice to see you here. Quite a bit of audio interference, so struggling to hear you. Sorry, I think I will try and connect a mic up so it is so that you can hear me better. Apologies. Jeez, Patty. Patty. Yep. Sorry if I've mispronounced your name. Yeah. Probably. What is he doing? I'm doing. If you've missed like the first half, feel free to watch it back on replay again. But we're just doing a watercolour effect on top of one of my landscapes, which I did probably either shoot in 2019 or 2020. I can't remember. It's been quite a while. So just check again through here to make sure I haven't missed anything. Nope, I haven't, which is a good thing. It does take a while, depending on how quick your computer is. So for me, I've got like about 2 SSDs in line, solid state drives. So one smaller one, which is 1 terabyte, one which is my D drive, and my C drive is also a solid state drive too. Just check to make sure. Yeah, I'm coming through clearly, so I've got green, so I'll keep an eye on it. If it interferes anymore, Patty, let me know, and I'll try and see if I can fix it. See it for you on my end. So hopefully it should be done in a few minutes when this is done. But what I will do is I will post the other 2 images on Instagram with the hashtag #ArtInSpace. So and on Behance as well. I'll do a project for that as well. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Is it Leda? I don't know how you pronounce it. Sorry. I really am terrible with names. So I apologise if I've mispronounced your name. Yeah. Yeah. I hope this does take time, so you will, if you have got patience for it, great. If not, then I would find either, if you've got something else going on in the background, open that up for a while and wait and leave Photoshop in the background. But that's my opinion. That's what I generally probably do if I'm not streaming. So hopefully this doesn't take too long any longer. But it has got quite a few layers. So what else? Oh, it's It's okay, close enough. Okay, I was close enough. I was close enough. Oh, it's Lynn. Is it? It's all good, Kirsty. Okay, thank you, Bruce. Please. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Joining to wait for the magic. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully not that long to go. Close, minimize that. I don't want to close it. Yeah. Is there anything else in the chat? Probably not. Hopefully not that long to go with it. Well, what it does do is it does put them into a group. So you've got, like, I think, multiple groups. So you can go into them individually and play with them and adjust them, or take something, change it if you don't like what it's already done, like say the colour part. Yeah. Sounds like it's almost dinner time. Yeah, sorry about that there. That is my sister in the background. Yes, it's actually 4:59 here in the UK. It's probably. Oh. Yeah, hold on. I'll see if I can get it. Sean says hi, by the way.
Yep. Say hi.
Sarah says hi, Sean. I'm getting hungry too. Not far off till tea time, which is nice.
Food's in the oven.
Yeah. If you excuse me for 2 seconds, I've just got to go and sort something out quick, but I'll be back as soon as possible. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Yeah.
Do apologise if I've opened the oven 3 times.
I just had a late dinner not long ago, so I shouldn't have eaten a few hours earlier. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes that does happen, but
Sometimes I shower at 1 PM.
I don't think we need to know that, thanks. Sorry about that there, everyone. Yeah. Sarah says hi. Bye, Kirsty. Bye, chat. Bye, Sean. Have a nice evening. And hope you have a nice evening. We do have to sometimes click continue on occasion, but other than that, you gotta just get your selections probably really spot on. Yeah. Let's check. Yeah. I don't think we have that far to go with the action now. It's getting all of its preparations ready. So, render complete, click continue. And we'll just close up that's like the final result. Looks pretty good actually, but I like to do a merge visible and add a bit of a vignette as my final kind of touch to it. If I go to masking and go radial gradient, make it kind of like a, probably say stretched oval sort of. So that's why I can't find. Oh, here we go. Let's change the colour, change the logo to it. Just kind of adds that little bit of effect to it. Let's adjust the shape a little bit more. And then click OK. And there we go. That's our final image. Now we can go flatten image, flatten image, do save. I did save those two earlier on, so I can close those two, and that one's done. So now I can come back to Lightroom now, and it should be in there. Yep, and it is. I'm just going to add a little bit more contrast. So I do like quite a bit of contrast. So here is the final image in Lightroom. I hope you've all liked it. I've got to go now, so I shall on next Wednesday see you all next Wednesday.